Welcome to Infinity Reviews. Oh! Oh no! Oh my god! No, no way! Oh! It's Sabretooth! Oh, look at these fights! Hello guys, what is up and welcome back to another movie review on our channel, and that movie we're reviewing today is Wicked Part 1. Yes, Wicked Part 1, or if you want to be known as Wicked, it can be called Wicked as well. This is not going to be non-spoiler, so no spoilers in this review, because the movie's just coming out this weekend. Spoiler review most likely going to come out Monday or Tuesday. I'm going to say that. We might do a live stream, who knows, but by the way, let's talk about this film. I absolutely adore this film. I enjoyed the heck out of it. I had a great theater experience as well, What I loved about my theater experience is that people, were just there to hear the people sing. I heard a lot of cinemas had a lot of people singing to the songs. And it's like, I didn't come here to watch or hear you sing. I came to see Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo sing the hell out of these songs. And I'm so glad it happened. And of course, when the movie ended, everyone gave a round of applause because everyone, I think, enjoyed the hell out of this film. But my overall thoughts on the movie, I thought this was great. I thought it was great. And I'm not a musical guy, I'm not, I know nothing about the Broadway play. My knowledge of Wizard of Oz is very limited. As you saw in my trailer reactions, I went back and watched them, and I was calling Glinda a princess because I didn't know. I did not know. And then I watched the movie, I'm like, wow, I feel really stupid for saying that. But the performances were great. What I said in the trailer is that I'm here for the music, but I'm also interested in this story. I was intrigued in this story as much as I was whenever singing happened. And, I'm someone, when I watch sometimes a musical type show or movie, I skip the singing. I enjoyed every single song. I have to say, if I'm saying my favorite songs, of course I got to put Defying Gravity in there, but I really, really loved also Popular. Popular was a really, really great song as well. There's a little bit of it in the trailer, you can see, but those two, I think, were the songs that were like, oh my god. And the song when they go to the Emerald City, those are probably my top three songs. Probably that's mostly a lot of people's top three songs. I loved those songs. But let's get into the performances of the film. And let's start off with Cynthia Erivo. I have not been fully thrown into the world of Cynthia Erivo. I actually did not really know who he was. I did not know who she was. I did not know who Cynthia Erivo was. Well, I better damn know her now because she is so great in this movie. She brought that dramatic flair to the role. Of course, when I was watching the trailers, I was interested to see Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande, seeing her in her first movie, that was interesting. But I'm like, Cynthia Erivo. Never heard of her before, because I'm not a musical guy. I know that she was in the play The Color Purple, and she's a Tony Award winner, so she has the voice. Damn, does she have a great, great voice, And I was never thrown out of her character, She was so great as this character, as the Wicked Witch, which, isn't probably the right name to call her after the movie, but oh my god, as Elphaba, she was so great, my probably favorite musical numbers were her numbers because she has such a loud and energetic voice, and also her acting. You could see, especially the scene when she goes into people who've seen the play, who goes into the dance club, and she does the dance, and I'm like, oh my god, so powerful. Not even saying anything through dance. As someone who's not a musical guy, I could tell by the way she was dancing in that scene. I'm like, I feel her pain. I feel what she is going through. And a big thing in the movie is differences. She is born green, and she, of course, because she's born green, she is outcasted by everyone, even her family, mostly her father, and everyone at school, calling her strange, different. And in the beginning of the film, she's very much bullied. And then, I think also a part of the movie was that she also, since she had been bullied her entire life, that it was hard for her to accept when people were being nice to her. And I love the part where, she just assumes that, kind of in the middle part of the film, that everyone just assumes that she's bad and weird. And I love that, a point where Ariana Grande's character, you're no different than some of the people here, You're judging us just because that's what we think, but that's not how we actually feel, which I thought was such a great, thing to say. And, of course, the climatic thing that made her performance so powerful was Defying Gravity. A song that I had never heard before. And I know they played in the trailers. They put in the trailers. I was looking forward to the song. I knew that they were going to put that as the very last climactic song in this movie. And it was amazing. That part was so great. And her voice, oh my god, she better get an Oscar nom for this. Like, I'm saying, like, if Cynthia Erivo does not get a Best Lead Actress for this film, I don't know. What you're doing. She was magnificent in this film. So great, so great. And then let's move on to the next character, which is Ariana Grande. I was very hesitant, like a lot of people, when they said Ariana Grande was going to be starring in this film. Yeah, because all of us know Ariana Grande as this pop singer, she's never really been in anything. Of course, I've learned that she did Broadway as a child, so she had some of that experience, but a lot of us were like, Ariana Grande, the pop star. A lot of people don't feel so great about seeing pop stars in movies. She kills it. Again, what I said in my Unflinching review, I don't know who was better, Cynthia Erivo or Ariana Grande. I think they were both equally great. Usually when we see movies, it's like, oh, one was better than the other. I think they were both truly fantastic in this movie. And the thing about Ariana Grande, I think that really, really stood out for me is her comedic chops were so great. Like, she was so funny. The audience was laughing. I was laughing. She was so great with her comedic timing. And, you could really tell, through her acting, that, this character Glinda thinks she's better than everyone else. And she really portrayed that. And it's funny because her thinking she's better than everyone else made it really, really funny, in my opinion. It made me laugh, I'm like, do people like this actually exist who think like, oh, I'm just better than you in every way? And I'm gonna tell you about it 24/7. That was so great. That's what I love. And of course, she had her song Popular. Popular, I think that was Glinda's song. I think that's what the song everyone was looking forward to see her sing. She was great with it. That was such a great song. That song is still stuck in my head. Oh, you wanna be popular. Like, oh, I love that song. It's like one of those songs that just gets stuck in your head again and again, and she killed it. And someone who hasn't seen the play, I thought like, wow, this is really good. And of course, I'm going to say again, this girl is funny, If Ariana Grande wants to go off, I think the next film, after the second part, I think she should do a romantic comedy or some type of comedy movie because this girl is hilarious. Hilarious. So great. And then those are two really big main stars. But then we also got Jeff Goldblum as the Wizard, who I feel like the Wizard was more Jeff Goldblum than actual Wizard of Oz. He had that finesse, that Jeff Goldblum energy that I love. And of course, I love seeing Jeff Goldblum at everything. Then Michelle Yeoh as Madame Morbiel. She was great. She was your typical, oh, she's training Elphaba to meet the wizard, to be more powerful, to get a handle on her powers, I felt, for Michelle Yeoh, I love seeing her and everything. I just feel like her performance was overshadowed by, Ariana, Cynthia, and Jeff, Oh, she was great. Trust me, everyone in this movie is great. Everyone's movie is great. I loved everyone. And then also the next really, kind of like the last big important character was Jonathan Bailey as Fiyero, who is the male love interest of both characters. Another thing I loved about Wicked is that, of course, it's a musical about accepting who you are, no matter what you look like, and, inequalities, and, people judging someone before they know them, judging a book by its cover. What I loved about Jonathan Bailey's Fiyero is that they also put this little love story in there, where Ariana Grande is head over heels for Jonathan Bailey. Head over heels. And of course, he's going to go gravitate towards her because she's a pretty girl, he's a popular guy, like most movies and plays do. But what was really interesting is that every time Jonathan Bailey and Cynthia Erivo's Elphaba they were in a scene together. I was like, oh my gosh, I want these two to end up together. I love Glinda, but I want these two to end up together because I'm a softie at heart. I love romance. I love when I see romance in films, movies, TV. It always tugs at my heartstrings. And I thought it kind of like hurt when Elphaba, like spoiler, like not many spoiler, but if you've seen the play, like when Elphaba felt like, oh man, maybe I can't open my heart to someone because she starts to fall hard for Fiyero. And I think Fiyero, starts to fall for Elphaba. But there's this thing that happens where she doesn't want to fall in love. She doesn't want to confess because she wants to stay friends with Glinda because that's her first real friend. The first time she has made a real friend. So it's a really difficult situation for her. And, I think that's why she ultimately brings her with her is because, they do become best friends. And, Jonathan Bailey, I think I can't wait to see more of this guy. This guy, I thought his song was really cool too. He had a really cool song. It was very, very cool, like how he did the song, the choreography, and the sets for that song. Like, it was such a great song. And I think I can't wait to see more of this guy. I can't wait to see more of this guy. Now, those are like the 5 main characters I think who really have the biggest presence in the film. Now, let's talk about why I think this movie is so special. A lot of movies nowadays talk about movie magic. We always use the word movie magic. A movie that can throw you into the world, throw you into this world and feel like you're transported there. Films that can do this. I specifically go to Harry Potter. Harry Potter really throws you into the world of Hogwarts, into this wizarding world. I'm watching this movie, and the second this movie starts, you are thrown in the world because you feel like you are in this alternate world, that you are with these people for 2 hours and 45 minutes. You're in this world. You're having a great time. You're hearing these great songs and the sets. Oh my God. I love the practical use. Of course, there is some CGI in the film, but the practical sets, when you see a practical set, it feels so great. It feels so great to see that because you feel like you can see the world a lot better when you see the practical sets. If that's to the library scene with Jonathan Bailey, like I was just talking about, if that's to the tower scene, with them running up the tower at the end of the movie, Elphaba and Glinda doing that, it's just great. Like I said, guys, I am not a musical guy, not musical, and I love this movie. This movie is definitely in my top 5. And the thing is, guys, a lot of people were not sold on Wicked when these first trailers came out. Last year, about the time of the year, 2024, I can go search my video, go look at my top 4 most anticipated movies. I put Wicked as my top 5, and I said this movie's going to surprise people. This movie is going to surprise people. And guess the hell what? This movie surprised me. This movie was better than I ever thought it was going to be. I loved the trailer for the film. I loved it. And I'm like, but I didn't know how much I was going to love the movie. How much I was going to love each musical performance. How I was going to love each one of these characters. And then the movie ends and you're like, oh, I want part 2. I would say the best things in the film. Number 1, the best things is the opening sequence. Because opening sequence is very interesting. It's a very, very different way to start a movie. And then, of course, my favorite thing in the movie was the third act. The third act was brilliant. Such brilliant. Now, for me, as a movie fan, I did feel that sometimes the movie was a bit slow. I'm not saying it's a perfect movie. Not perfect. But it's very, very good. In the beginning, I felt like it was moving a bit slow. I think maybe there were some things you could cut out. There were some storylines that I didn't really care about. Didn't really care about. But overall, this was a great film. And if you are on the fence of seeing this movie because it says part 1, I don't think that should matter to you. You can watch this movie without, knowing what Wicked is, knowing what Wizard of Oz is. You can just go and be like, I want to see a great musical movie and have a good time in the movies. This is it. We're in a very special weekend right now where we're getting this in Gladiator 2. I'm going to go see Gladiator 2 today. I'm seeing Gladiator 2 today. I want to go see Wicked again more than I kind of want to see Gladiator 2 because Wicked was so great. It was so great. I'm definitely seeing this again. I cannot wait till Universal drops the sing-along versions in theaters. I'm definitely going to buy my ticket day one for that. Because I want to go in the theater and sing Defying Gravity with everyone. I want to go in the theater, to go sing Popular. I want to go sing those songs in the theaters, belt out, even though I can't sing very well. I want to belt out with audience, have that audience experience. This movie needs to be nominated. I'm going to say this right now. This movie will be nominated for Best Picture. It will be nominated for Best Picture. Do I think it has a chance of winning? All of you have said this, but I actually think this has a very strong chance of winning Best Movie of the Year. I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, it's Conclave. Oh, it might be Dune Part 2. I love Dune Part 2. But I think this movie is going to just have such a cultural imprint on the audience. Kind of like what Barbie did. Barbie had such a cultural footprint in the world when it was coming out. And I think this is going to have it too. Like, this play came out 20 years ago. 20 years ago. I was a old lad when this came out. I was 2 years old when the Wicked play came out. I wasn't old enough to understand what it was. Like, of course, I wish I was born earlier so I could have gone and seen the play because, I was like, I wish I knew all this beforehand. I wish I knew the hype. This movie was great. I think Cynthia Erivo is going to get an Oscar nom. I think Ariana Grande is definitely getting a nom for Best Supporting Actress. I don't know which of the two of them are better. I can't say which one would you think is better. Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba or Ariana Grande as Glinda. I can't tell you which one of their performances are better. I just think this movie is great. And what would I give this movie? I'm going to give this movie a 9.5 out of 10. I love the movie. It like I said, throws you into the world of Oz. Throws you into this world. The sing sequences throw you more into the world of Oz than you are already in, if that makes any sense. And guys, that's it. My review for Wicked Part 1. Please, guys, make sure you go see this film this weekend. Go see it. It's a great time and it's a great theater experience. Leave comments down below. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Do all the above. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.